And this next segment, we should change the name of it to Yes, They're Nuts. But what the Democrats are morphing into is not a joke. It's highly disturbing. Texas Democratic House candidate and sex therapist Maureen Galindo is using rhetoric far more extreme than anything they accuse Republicans of. She posted on Instagram that she will turn an ICE facility into a prison for American Zionists and former ICE officers, even proposing what she called a castration processing center for pedophiles, which will probably be most of the Zionists, she wrote. Now, some Democrats claim to be outraged by her comments, but I bet a lot of them secretly agree with her. And
fucking what did I say? What did I say? Wow. Do I know my fucking hog media or do I not know my fucking hog media? What did I say? You condemn and they still go, oh, I bet they secretly agree with her. That's it. That's it. What the fuck is wrong with people? Just like, this is how it works. This is how it fucking works. So if you're going to go out on a fucking limb and take ownership over Maureen Galindo's statements, then you have to be tactical about it. You have to turn around and be like, really? You want me to fucking condemn? You want me to condemn a person that's across the fucking country on a whole ass different state that has $11,000 cash on hand, that's in the Democratic Party primaries, but you got Andy Ogles, you got Randy Fine, you got Tommy Tuberville, you got all these fucking Republicans saying they want to denaturalize and deport every Muslim in this country. Why are we so precious about one thing and not the other? What the fuck are we talking about? Do we hate racism or do we just only care about one type of racism? What the fuck is this shit? Happening in the same week where a fucking mosque was shot at by 2 teenage groypers. 3 people killed. What the fuck is this shit? What is this shit? How can you expect Muslim Americans to feel like they're full human beings in this goddamn country and their lives are worthy of dignity when this is the conversation? It's crazy. And there are still chatters in my fucking chat trying to be like, oh, dude, we should just be against anti-Semitism in all forms. Yeah, dumbass, I agree. But don't you think it's a fucking little ridiculous? They show a clip from your show in this segment.
This was Galindo's attempt at a clarification.
When I say that I want billionaire Zionists in prison, that does not mean I want Jews in internment camps. So why am I getting a whole bunch of death threats and MAGA insults?
Here to discuss, Ari Fleischer, former White House press secretary, Fox News contributor. Ari, this situation is nuts. Texas Congressman Jared Moskowitz called Galindo the first current political candidate suggesting concentration camps for American Jews. So is this just a fringe thing, or is this a bigger problem for them?
No, it's not a fringe thing. You have a candidate in Maine who is wearing a Nazi tattoo.
See? Condemnations of this sort don't fucking work. As a matter of fact, it plays the opposite role. You've now highlighted it. You've now taken ownership over Maureen Galindo. Have fun with that. Have fucking fun with that.
Too. And the Democrats are still supporting this candidate. The only reason that she is being condemned in Texas today is because there's another week left for her to lose the race. If she had said this, if the news about her saying these things came out after she secured the nomination, she's in a runoff, the race is just in a week. If she wins that nomination, I predict you, Laura, they're going to put up with her, just like they put up with a candidate in Maine with a Nazi tattoo. This is how desperate they are for winning. And there is a streak inside the Democratic Party that is virulently anti-Semitic, and we have never heard it as bad as we did in Texas with what she has said.
And she's claiming, Ari, that she cannot be anti-Semitic. It's impossible because her last serious relationship was with a Jewish man. So is that...
Again, I'm sorry, but you sound like a fucking libtard, okay? I'm using the terms that you understand because this is precisely what you guys do about black people, for example. This is exactly the same fucking playbook. This is the same fucking playbook that I've heard play on this motherfucking show. It literally. Oh, how could I be racist? I know a black person. What? Is exactly the type of rhetoric you hear from Republicans all the damn time, dude. It's so strange. They literally are doing it's so funny to watch them go, we hate DEI. Okay? We hate all affirmative action. We hate DEI, except for one group. If we can cynically weaponize anti-Semitism against the entire opposition party, okay? Not even in this circumstance against like Maureen Galindo, who has said anti-Semitic shit, but just against, paint the entire brush. And it's also funny because these people don't give a fuck about Jews anyway, okay? They just care about Israel. That's all they give a shit about.
What? Yeah.
I think she's a loony, Laura. I mean, I think that's the bottom line. You know, even her attempt to clean up today. Why should billionaire Zionists be in prison? What have they done to be in prison? You know, that's the whole flaw about everything that shows just the rot in her mind.
We're talking about billionaires. I mean, I can think of a few that should be in prison, you know? Billionaire and Israel supporter? I don't know. I mean... Listen. Billionaire Zionist is literally Elon Musk down to the poor, the poorest of the poor billionaires. You know, it could be in anyone. A lot of them have done some unsavory things to get to the positions of prominence that they've gotten to. Not even awesome thought crime. Oh, if you're pro-Israel, you should go to prison shit. I'm talking, if you're a billionaire, you might have done some things. Might have done some things that are prison worthy. I wouldn't just across the board start asking questions like, why should we throw billionaires in prison? I'm just saying.
See two things happen. One is all Democrats call for her to drop out. And if she does win, call on her to drop out and say they won't support her. They'll support the Republican. Two, somebody needs to do it.
Democrats should support the Republican if she wins the race. You know what's funny? There are Democrats who would do that, by the way. Like because they're cucked. They're cucked. They're unbelievably cucked. And I don't even mean just like cucked to Israel. They're just cucked to the Republican Party. Okay? Their starting point is always, oh, how can I concede? How can I concede to you? How can I take your framing? How can I take your framing? You're my opposition. You hate me. You call me a fucking, pedophilic vampire all the time. But how can I make sure you're satisfied? This is how. No, you're not. I'm not talking about Moskowitz and shit. I'm not talking about Moskowitz. Moskowitz is Israel first. That's a separate conversation. I'm talking about the Democratic Party tendency to constantly abide by oppositional framing. It's not even on this issue in particular. It's just everything all the time.
Interview with her. I'd love to see her mind in action. How does somebody this warped think? I think we'd all benefit by seeing this type of corrosiveness be exposed. Let her explain herself. Let people see what anti-Semitism really looks like, sounds like, and remember that the Democrats, she won the runoff. I mean, she won the race, first place to put her into the runoff.
So then why watch Fox News right now? The reason why I watch Fox News, 37 months subscriber, you've been in here for 37 months. Sorry. I got the hiccups. You know why I watch Fox News. is the same reason why I gave good advice that nobody obviously heeds and listens to about how hogs operate and what you should and shouldn't do. Because I understand the hog. I internalized the hog. I am a hog. I have the capacity. I'm a day walker, okay? I have the capacity to not only look like a chud and think like a woke, but I can also look like a chud and think like a chud, okay? And maybe sometimes I can look like a woke and think like a chud, okay?